I have a series of questions that have come in from all of our listeners over the last couple of days, and I wanted to go through those and answer some of those questions from a cleaner's perspective, not from the Airbnb host's perspective. All right, so I'm going to throw these questions up here and then we will just answer these one by one and we'll do our best here. Kimberly says, I think being an independent cleaner myself, I have more invested than someone cleaning for a company. If my host is not getting 5 stars, I'm not making money because there are no bookings. That's a great way to look at it. And that's true. That's absolutely true. Because if everyone took the initiative to say, hey, this is my property and I'm responsible for this and I'm responsible for the turnover of this, the 5 stars are a direct reflection on you. So, Kimberly, I have something to throw at you. There are a lot of softwares on the market that are independent of the company. So, for example, let's say there's a website that's set up for that Airbnb and they use a piece of software like reviews, for example. The reviews belong to you as the independent cleaner, but they are displayed on the company website. What that means is you, Kimberly, get to use those same ratings and reviews on your website. Those website reviews get to go to the Airbnb saying, oh, we love this Airbnb. It was really great. It was so clean, all the things. But what happens is you both get to use those ratings and reviews and they actually belong to you. So if then you go to another property, you have leveraged all those ratings and reviews for your own personal website. So that's important to ask them is how are your ratings and reviews set up on your website? Do you use a program that allows me to use the ones that were brought in from the cleans that I did? So ask specifically that question because it's really heartbreaking when you've worked for an Airbnb for 4 or 5 years and they keep all the ratings and reviews and none of them are usable for you. Also ask for the Airbnb permission to use the before and after pictures because you can also use those for your cleaning company. And if you don't have any identifying information, which usually there's not in an Airbnb, it's pretty generic, but it's great publicity for the Airbnb. And so ask the Airbnb that you're working with, can I have permission? Get a signed release from, it's a media release, a signed media release from the Airbnb host that says, yes, it's okay if you use the pictures and can post them on social media. And then ask them, what are their hashtags? Because if their property is like the little Vance house, might be the name of their property, you want to do hashtag the little Vance house, right? You want to make sure that you're tagging their property in it so that people go, oh, that's a lovely place to stay. I think I'll take my next vacation there, right? And then ask them, and this is cool. It can be in addition to what you do as a cleaner, but ask them if they have an affiliate program. I know that a lot of house cleaners have affiliate programs where if somebody gives them a recommendation or a referral, they give them some kind of a bird dog fee, a gift or a discount on cleaning or something like that. Ask the Airbnb if they also have a referral program. And the reason I say that is because along with the ratings and reviews that they can set up with that link on the website, if you are an affiliate of theirs, anytime you send somebody to the property to stay, whether it's a recommendation or if you're sharing it on social media and somebody signs in using your particular hashtag, then you make a percentage or a commission off of that in addition to your regular cleaning fee. So ask them for that as well. There are a lot of different ways to spin the collaboration between a cleaning company and their host. If you are the host, though, the key is to find your help as quickly as possible. And I say your help all across the board. That's going to be a series of window cleaners and carpet cleaners and house cleaners and property managers and plumbers and HVAC cleaners and HVAC systems, people that make sure the heating and the air conditioning is on. If you maintain the lawns or the yards, that you have a landscaping company and that you have an irrigation company that's going to come out, turn the water off at the end of the year and turn it back on in the spring. Little things like that have to be done at every single property. And so the sooner you get all of your people in place, the easier it's going to be to have everything running smoothly instead of reinventing the wheel at every single step, because that's what's exhausting for a lot of Airbnb owners is the reinvention of the process. And so you don't want to reinvent anything. You want to put all of your systems in place and we're done. Then you can hire either a property manager or a cleaning person as your co-host and let them run the system that you've set up. But if you've set it up first and it's duplicable, and I say duplicable, meaning it's easy to replicate, then you can train somebody, they can train somebody, they can train somebody. And my suggestion would be, because we live in the era of video, that you video your training. And I know it's easy to bring somebody on and say, hey, look, here's my checklist, come through the house and I'll show you everything. Videotape that process. If you're going to do that, get somebody else there and literally walk around with a handheld gimbal. The little handheld gimbals are $100. Smartphone, just walk around and capture you on tape. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be edited, any of those things. But have someone tape you training someone else. So that if that person, for whatever reason, falls out, family emergency, they quit, they cancel something, and you have to bring somebody new in 2 or 3 weeks later, that you don't have to spend all of your time and energy training someone again, right? So what you want to do is just go, here's the video. And then they can go, oh, look, you're walking through the house and you said this was important. Oh, okay, I get the message now, right? They can watch the video over and over and over if they have to. But if you have to outsource that video over and over and over again, you've already done the work once. You're not reinventing that at every single time. And if you have to make adjustments, it's easy on a videotape to say, at 13 minutes and 12 seconds, we made one slight change. Here's the slight change. And make an amended video that's a minute long, right? They can watch this one and then go, oh, this was changed. Great. It's easy to do. But because it's not a huge training, this is not something you're going to be reselling, and it's not going to, you're not going to be watching it thousands of times or anything. It does not have to be fancy. Your lighting has to be good enough that someone can see what you're talking about. But if you have ums and ahs and stuff like that, who cares, right? The object is that you get the message across. All right. If you guys have any other questions that come up, if you're watching the replay, leave them in the links below and I will respond to them just as soon as I possibly can, because I want to make sure you guys do get your questions answered. All right. Until then, have a great week and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.